Good day everyone and welcome to Slosh Mining. Hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. We bought two RTX 3060 Ti LHR versions and we tested quite a few algorithms in our last video. WCCF Tech released an article. Let's download NBminer version 39.0 and see what hash rates we can get out of these cards. Let's get into it. I will leave the link in the description below to download the new version of NBminer for easy access. So we've downloaded the new version of NBminer. The previous version of NBminer that we used was 37.6, and we're going to go over the hash rate before and after and see what we can get on the new version. So let's get a benchmark of what these cards were able to benchmark at for Ethereum. Please excuse, I did put a GTX 1070 in this rig as well, but we do have the two 3060 Ti's. The power consumption currently is 75%. These cards, we can push it all the way down to 50. But let's just take a look at 75 just to get a benchmark. And we're getting about 33.23 at 149 watts. We know we can drop these cards all the way down to the bottom. So let's close this out and see what hash rate we get on the new version. Just to show you my batch file, no specific settings. We haven't put in the LHR setting as well. And this is version 39.0. So we haven't added the LHR setting in this batch file. And you'll notice that it's using LHR mode 68. It uses it by default if not inserted. Wait to make sure GPU is unlocked. Busy building the DAG files. We're getting about 40.5, 40.39 at 149 watts. Now I know that with Ethereum we don't need to use the full power limit. So we should be able to drop it down to 50. So let's try 65% power limit and see if it actually does anything to the hash rate. You'll notice that the power consumption has dropped by 20 watts to 129 watts, but the hash rate has dropped as well. We're probably looking at about 1 mega hash on each card. If we look at the efficiency, 320.5, 319. So let's just let it run a bit just to iron everything out. Let's actually try and drop it down to the least. We're going to drop the power consumption to 50%. Our power consumption is now at 99 watts per card. And we're getting 37.66 mega hash. I think that might actually drop more. Oh wow, okay. That's quite a huge drop to 27.19 and 28.4. And in my previous video, when we did the benchmarks with TRX miner, we were getting about 33 mega hash at 99 watts. Even when we dropped it down to 50%. Let's try and drop the core to minus 502. We're not seeing much of a difference with the hash rate, but might be too early to say. We're looking at an average of about 28 mega hash per card at 99 watts. Which is actually really not that good. Let's try dropping our memory all the way down, like we did with the Hynix memory cards. These cards do have Samsung memory as well, so shouldn't run the same as Hynix memory. Let's give it a try and see what we end up on. Okay, now we're actually getting an increase in hash rates. So if we increase our power limit, should that increase our hash rate? So let's jump up to about 60% power limit and see what hash rates we get. The efficiency on the cards is a good indication of good overclocks. As you'll notice further up, we actually got over 300 efficiency per watt. Okay, so we're looking at 32.4 to about 34. Both these cards have the same overclocks. Let's move up to about 70. We're not seeing much increase in hash rate. We're just using more electricity. Let's increase it by another 10%. Increase it to 80%. See if that increases the hash rate. Power consumption is 157 watts. It's definitely gone up quite a bit. And our hash rate has not changed. Oh, we dropped our memory, eh? Let's give this 1,000. See if it makes a difference. And we're on 40 megahash per second at 159 watts. Seem to have settled on 40 megahash per second. Let's take the core to 0. Power limit to 75. No change in megahash. using 149 watts at 75% power limit. Let's push it up to 1.2. Later on, we'll see which setting was actually more efficient. Dropping it down to 70%. Seeing that 75% power limit has taken our hash rate back over 42 megahash per second. Our efficiency seems really good at 70% power limit, no overclock on the core, and 1200 on the memory. Well, at least NBminer version 39.0 takes our hash rate over 40. We would have been at 33 megahash per second, which is an increase of about 8 to 9 megahash per second per card. Power consumption is not any better, but let's take this power limit. Let's see which settings and which algorithm is more profitable. The new LHR settings for Ethereum or Ravencoin mining, where we were getting about 28 megahash per second at 150 watts. Let's jump into what to mine to see what is most profitable. So I've added the two algorithms, 42 megahash and 129 watts. And Kapow, we could mine 28 megahash at 149 watts. We are using 20 cents USD per kilowatt. Select calculate and see which one is more profitable. So we've got Kapow at $3.39 after electricity, and we got Ethereum at $2.63. So even if we mine with the LHR setting, it's actually not as profitable as mining Kapow. Even mining on NiceHash is more profitable than mining Ethereum currently. Hope you guys found this video informative and insightful. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.